Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. Today, no, I'm not talking about the Forbidden List. I'll even refresh it just to let you guys know that I'm not talking about the new Forbidden List. While we wait for the new Forbidden List, we're going to take the time out to, talk about other things about the Forbidden List. More important things that we can talk about other than the ban list prediction or I hope this card gets banned. We're going to go into detail about the latter. What I'm going to be doing is I've started a discussion on one of the groups and I was like, why not just make a video out of it? I'm going to be taking one card off of every section of the Forbidden List. Now I'm going to take one card off the Forbidden List. I'm going to take one card off of the Limited, and I'm going to take one card off of Semi-Limited. And now, after all of that, I'm going to put one card that is unlimited onto one of the three. I really advise you guys to do the same. It'll be extremely fun. I would like to know which you guys would think should come off the list and go back on the list. Just one of each, guys. I don't need to see a whole list. When it comes to coming off the Forbidden List, I don't want to be boring. I don't want to pick a card that everybody's going to be like, oh, the card's not really broken, it should come off the list, like Tsukiyomi. I want to pick a card that's, going to start a little controversy. So I'm going to pick this guy right here. I'm going to pick Goyo Guardian, and I already have it opened up. Aren't I just amazing? Now, Goyo Guardian is a level 6 Earth Synchro Warrior type monster with 2800 attack and 2000 defense. Its effect reads, when this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field and face up defense position. Now, this is the stipulations for Goyo Guardian. First, I have to enter my battle. So whatever I take from you cannot attack because it's special summoned in face-up defense position. Secondly, we have to play a similar deck for me to use the monster that I take. So for example, if I'm playing Mermail and I Goyo Guardian your Firefist Bear, Firefist Bear is really just going to sit there unless I can make an Xyz play with it, which still has to be in my main phase too. Thirdly, Goyo Guardian, when you snatch an Xyz monster, you don't get the material. It's not like I can go Goyo Guardian, snatch a Big Eye, use Big Eye's effect, detach, and then snatch another monster. No, it's not like that. Goyo Guardian snatches an Xyz monster, and the Xyz monster just sits there uselessly on your side of the field, practically. Unless, I guess, you can switch it in attack. With that being said, I can think of a lot of other cards, Big Eye, that are a lot more broken than Goyo Guardian. I guess its overwhelming 2800 attack could be considered a factor. With 2800 attack, you should be able to get about just over everything. And seeing that it is a level 6 synchro, its utility and easiness to summon is a lot easier than, slamming down 2 level 7 monsters. But at the same token, synchros are not, I don't want to say a dying art, but they're a dying art. They're not as popular as they used to. They're not as easy to make as you used to. As with Xyz, you just need 2 monsters on the field with the same level. Goyo Guardian actually requires your deck to play tuners. Not every single deck can play tuners. Now, would they try to fit it in for Goyo Guardian? Probably. And would I like to see this? Yes. But I feel Goyo Guardian does not deserve to be on this ban list because of it. Next, I'm going to be taking a card off for the limited list. And I want a card that's just going to be really, really controversial. Normally, I take out Gladiator Beast Bastari, but Gladiator Beast Bastari doesn't really mean anything to me. This is interesting. I would take off Gale, but like I said, Gale really doesn't mean anything. I want a card that's not insanely broken, but I want it off the list. You know what? Let's go with Book of Moon. Book of Moon seems like a perfect choice. Now, I feel that Book of Moon is the best spell card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period. Book of Moon is that card. It is the best neg 1 that you can make. Granted, Book of Moon is a neg 1, but its versatility puts it far beyond what it is. Book of Moon is a quick play spell card that reads, target 1 face-up monster in the field. Change that target to face-down defense position. Now that effect sounds completely not broken, especially with Morphine Jar Brand, flip effects not really being really good, and even with Shadows coming out. Book of Moon really doesn't put them over the top. It doesn't help them. It doesn't make it anything more broken of what they are. But Book of Moon still is a really good card, disrupting synchro and Xyz plays, stopping opponents' monsters from attacking, just about anything in the world. Its versatility is grand, but does it deserve to be on the list? Well, this format is extremely fast. And how do you stop a fast format? Book of Moon, one of the most skillful cards to play in this game because it has so many applications. You have to use it when the time is right. I feel that Book of Moon should be at 2 or 3 just because of its the fact that it's a neg 1. It takes a lot of skill to play, and it's a really healthy card for our meta. Now, a card on 2 that should come off the list. I see Card Trooper, Chaos Sorcerer, Lone Fire, Necroface, Reborn, Tengu, Summoner Monk. I'm not going to pick Tengu because that's obvious. I'm not going to pick the Heretic Seal because that shouldn't come off the list in my opinion. I would put the Ojama Trio banned if I had to, just because it's an annoying card. Not because it's broken or anything, just because it's annoying, and I hate annoying cards. This is going to be tough. This is going to be really tough. And you know what? I think the most controversial out of the tough cards here would be Chaos Sorcerer. And because you're going to get those people like, oh my god, it's going to help my Lightsworn deck that really doesn't need too many more boss monsters. I'm putting Chaos Sorcerer at 3. BLS hasn't done anything, and we already know BLS is the stronger card than Chaos Sorcerer. Granted, Chaos Sorcerer does have better synchro potential, it has XC potential, it has a lot more potential than BLS, and in that way it could be considered better than BLS in that way. But BLS creates game by itself. Let's stop talking about BLS anyways. Chaos Sorcerer is a level 6 spellcaster monster. Dark monster, I forgot about that. With 2300 attack and 2000 defense. Got a yawn. Its effect reads, cannot be normal summon or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. Banish that target. This card cannot attack the turn you activate its effect. Now, granted, Chaos Sorcerer is an odd card. Chaos Sorcerer requires a lot of... It requires light and darks to play, first and foremost. Secondly, Chaos Sorcerer does kind of balance itself by not being able to attack, but since, like I said, it's a level 6 spellcaster, you're probably just going to make another play right after Chaos Sorcerer. I feel that there's a balance within Chaos Sorcerer, seeing that light and dark decks don't really run around that much, and also it was the biggest card to create the most controversy, at the same time being one of the most balanced cards on the semi-limited list. Chaos Sorcerer is a great means of face-up monster removal. It gets over a lot of Xseed cards. It does not banish, but it does target. So it's not really a bad card. I just like it. It's a very versatile card. I think that certain decks will need it. I think it won't impact the game at all. Now, we're going to talk about a card that is unlimited that I feel should be banned. Whew. That is a lot of unlimited cards. So, or I'm sorry, on the list. It doesn't necessarily have to be unlimited. I was going to go to Devpro. You know what? I'm going to let you guys decide what card should be unlimited that should be on the list in some way, shape, or form. That is not Soul Charge. Do not say Soul Charge, okay? Whatever you guys do, it cannot be Soul Charge. I'm tired of everybody saying, does Soul Charge come up? I'm tired of it, okay? No more Soul Charge discussion. Soul Charge cannot be in your discussion because everybody's moaning about it, and I already understand your pains of it. Should it being semi-limited, limited, and banned? It's already annoying. I understand. That being said, I would love to see what 3 cards you guys would have on the list, and what 1 card should go on the list in some way, shape, or form that I should probably consider putting it on the list. I know a whole bunch of people are going to be like, TheCaliEffect, you missed this card. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, I probably did. But that's the only reason why I picked 1 of each. I feel like this would be a great discussion. So thank you guys for watching another segment of TheCaliEffect. Please like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, start making those lists.